Another episode of the Stab Lab Podcast, y'all.
Yes, sir.
I hope and pray that y'all having an amazing week. How you feeling today, my dog?
Man, blessed like a brand new blue $100 bill fresh off the press.
Yes, sir, man. I'm feeling good, man. I had a real different type of week this week. Today, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was feeling kind of crazy, man. Like, I don't know. I just feeling weird. You ever get them days where you just feel off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the hell was going on. I really couldn't do it. But you know what I did, though, today for the first time ever in like some years, took a nap.
Dog, I take what, nigga?
Nigga, listen, I don't take naps,
You
bro.
don't take daily naps and we over 30, bro?
Bro, I swear to God, I want to so bad, bro, but I can't. It's like my mind be going so much throughout the day. I be wanting to take a nap, but I can't take a nap. Today, I took a nap, nigga, and I feel crazy right now.
Yeah.
And statistics show that over the age of 30, you have to take daily naps. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to incorporate that in my daily, whatever I'm doing. Almost every day, man, because it almost give you an extra boost. You rejuvenate through your day. But other than that, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Stab Lab Podcast. This is episode 4 of season 2. We're going up. Once again, we appreciate y'all. We hope that y'all doing well today. We got a few little things we want to touch on today. First of all, shout out to Payroll, who just dropped that fire mixtape, album. Shout out to Scuba Steve. If you don't know, that Sada Baby, he just dropped some fire today. We got some hot new music coming in Detroit. And I'm glad that we finally getting the shine that we deserve, bro. Like,
man,
we've been grinding for a long time, dog. And I feel like now, even with the podcast situation, you know, with the music, everything, the light is shining down on Detroit.
That's a fact. Yeah, the D, we in good position right now, man, and it's been that way. You know, with that Michigan, as far as the rap game go, that Flint flow is on fire, bro.
No, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad, like, hustlers like Payroll, you got GT, pretty much everybody that's been grinding for a decade plus here in Detroit music scene, everybody's pretty much signed and got them deals that they deserve.
Yeah, and it goes to show you how hard work really pay off. And it might not work when you ready, though, but that's why you got to continue to keep grinding, continue to keep your passion. You got to have a why under what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Yeah.
You can't just be out here just doing it for the money. I'm not the person who just chase money. I used to be like that, but it never got me nowhere.
Yeah.
When I started chasing purpose, it really started making more sense.
Yeah, man, it's difficult. Shit, I was out here for a decade plus when that college shit stopped, them FAFSA stopped paying, them loans was burnt out. From that day forward, I had to figure out what it is, and I feel blessed to be at the age of 33 to finally find my purpose. You know, a lot of people don't find that shit this early in the game. Some people, it take a lifetime. We really don't be paying attention, though, but people really don't be balling and living for real. 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Be good 30 plus. But, you know what I'm saying, it's it's a facade. You're looking at social media and shit. Yeah, we get a little taste of what's to come. But if you're really paying attention to the people that's really got it going on, Jeff Bezos and them, bro, Oprah, people old, bro.
Yeah, they old, and they've been grinding for 20 plus years, bro.
Shit, even here, like I said, in the local rap scene, they're not local, they're global artists now, but they're young, but they've been putting in 10 years of work.
For sure. Rapping since they was 12 damn near.
Man,
it's really their passion.
Man, when Dusty, shout out Fleas, Dusty McFly, if you paying attention in a I'm Out Here video, GT is sitting there right next to him with a Marc Jacobs headband on.
That's great. And he talked about that in his last interview too.
No Jumper?
Oh, No Jumper, yep. He was saying that like I was really doing this since I was 12, 11, you know what I'm saying, in my room.
Yeah, wine is blood to him. Mm-hmm. So, you know, he really grew up in that.
For sure.
Shout out to GT, my guy.
Shout out, man, most definitely. But I do got something for y'all, man. I need us to do in 2023. This go for men and women. Stop complaining so much, dog.
For real.
We ain't getting nowhere complaining, bro. And I know sometimes you don't understand how and why you gonna, get to where you need to be or what you need to do, or, we don't understand maybe in the next few weeks, we don't know how our bills gonna get paid or how, our car note might be due or whatever. We all going through a struggle right now, but we got to stop complaining so much. I feel like it's a female trait for one.
Damn.
And you know what I'm saying?
Shit, get into it then, Cal.
It's a female trait for one, bro. Some things men just don't need to do. We can leave that hookah smoking to, you know what I'm saying, 2022.
Hookah is a bad bitch sport.
We don't do that. I mean, it's cool if that's your thing, whatever, bro. But
It's not
I
cool.
just feel like don't Y'all going overboard with it. Put it like that.
I can't even mimic the motion, bro. No homo, bro.
Y'all going overboard with it. I heard a girl say that she went to a club and the guy was mad at her because she wouldn't pass him the hookah.
Yeah, bro, that shit really a nicotine addiction, bro. One setting of hookah is like smoking 16 packs, bro, of squares. My boy, go get you a square, Black and Mild. That's really what you want to smoke.
They want to make it look cool, though. You know what I'm saying? But we got to stop complaining so much, y'all. For real, it's 2023, and I feel like complaining only going to put us behind, not in the front, man. I know it's kind of something that you got to work on, too. It's a discipline. Yeah. And we need to work on our discipline. We need to work on working a little harder and being more positive with ourselves. And it also rubs off with people that we deal with on a daily basis. Yep. And if I'm positive on a daily basis, then he might be positive. Then he'll share that to somebody else. So that's something we need to work on. I need to work on that with myself as well. But, when you do start to complain, maybe try to revert it to something positive or something that happened good throughout the week. And we also try to hurry up and get to the next blessing, but we don't enjoy the blessing that we have right now.
Talk heavy then.
Yeah, so I just feel like we really need to do that. And I just felt like that through the whole week. I just been seeing a lot of people complaining, a lot of people just worrying, a lot of people stressed out over, little simple shit, man. But this is a complaining society. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get the shit that we want at the second we think we deserve it, we complain about it.
You know what it is, bro? People got to toughen up and accept it as a challenge, bro. I look at things, the obstacles. I'm a problem solver. Everything has a solution to it. Mm. So you got to learn how to accept this as the next challenge, whether you wanted to or not. The problem is already there. Now it's up to you how quickly you're going to solve it to get this shit out the way. So that's how I look at problems and situation these days.
Right. So one of the topics that I did want to touch on today, man, resetting and humbling yourself once a month.
Yeah.
I really feel like we need to do that. And these are things that I just be thinking about randomly. And I think that, these are going to help us be better people. Men and women, kids, teenagers, whatever. I believe that resetting yourself and humbling yourself once a month is really going to keep you grounded. It'll keep you well balanced. It'll keep you able to keep going when you feeling on your high horse. And sometimes it's cool to be on your high horse. But sometimes God will strip all of that stuff away as fast as he gave it to you. Yeah. So don't be so quick just to be like, yeah, well, I'm better than everybody else now because I got this. And it's only materialistic stuff anyway.
Yeah, man, I don't ever walk around like that, bro. Like, even when people trying to give me too much compliments, man, like, listen, bro, I'm just like you, my G. I ain't gonna lie. I just might look cooler right now, but ain't none of this shit a secret, bro. A lot of times we all hustling, doing the same thing, bro, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so when is it a time to not, be humble? Or do you have to be humble all the time?
I mean, you just got to keep your bearings, man, and know what it is. I think when you start talking down on people and thinking you're absolutely, like, you're better than the next human being,
right?
It's time to humble that, bring it down a notch, you know what I'm saying? But, again, there's nothing wrong with being confident and knowing who you are and what you bring to the table.
Right. One time I did that. I took the bus with my son one time, and just to show him, like, bro, like, all of this shit can be gone tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? So you might have to catch the bus one day.
Yeah.
Don't be in that young teenager stage where I ain't catching the bus. I got to catch an Uber. Yeah, okay, cool. But you might have to get on that goddamn bus one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't always have all of this. It looked good on the outside, like you said. But on the inside, sometimes you got to really humble yourself. And it's a few ways you can do that. You can just change up your scenario your scenery. Maybe one week you can take another route to work. You can, give a little more. Another way is you can bless other people with not only money, but motivational words. If you see somebody or somebody going through something, you might tell them, like, it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about the financial standpoint of helping people. No. Sometimes people need that kick in the butt too. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, like, come on, you got to get your shit together, bro.
Sometimes the best help is no help, man. And you got to be stern and put your foot down, especially with the people you care about. Like, for instance, my mom, right? She just came off of having ankle surgery almost a month ago. So week one, she get catered to like a baby. I got to get up at 5 o'clock, make her coffee. She done got every meal in the bed. All right, cool. That's week one. Did it maybe for a half a week, 2. Week 3, okay, my baby, you got this goddamn walker. You got to get on your
She
motherfucking
feeling
feet.
good though, man.
Yeah, it's like, because if I can keep babying you, but again, that's not gonna be real life. I'm not gonna be here every time to wait on you, everything. So come on, let's get it going. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you gotta look out for moms though.
No, absolutely not. I give tough love, bro.
You gotta look out for moms, dog.
I look out for it, but again, if I didn't do that, then
She'll ride that wave.
Ride that wave, and then you're not gonna do what you need to do for us getting back yourself and being able. You can't always depend on me to do this, but the end result was good. She 100% now, and again, she done got back. She in therapy. She can walk.
Yeah.
Down there, about to be able to run and shit. So I treated her today. I got her some new Prestos to go to therapy.
Shout out to Poe, man.
Yeah,
Doing that for his moms, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's clap it up.
Yeah, shout out to Poe, man. You know
I've
what
been
I'm saying?
playing motherfucking Cena and Nurse Poe for a little bit, man.
That's cool though, man. Sometimes you got to show moms like I'm still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You only get one moms, and once it's over, it's over, man. So when is it time to have fun, and when is it the time to, chill out?
Man,
do you need that? It's almost the same thing as humbling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really? Sometimes we, I guess, grind all winter and ball all summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we keep that in our mind for the rest of our life, or is there a time that you be like, well, you know what, I'm gonna chill this month?
You know what though? I believe in balance, bro. So I do it like this. I do some adult shit one day or 1 week. Next week I'm gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. I make sure I always take care of priority first, and then if I choose to have some fun, or it's called having your slice of the pie.
Right.
So that's what I do. Believe in balance, but I'm not doing more than the other. If anything, it's more priorities than having fun. But honestly, the way I have fun is this is fun. What we doing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Me working,
for sure,
being productive, me being in my workflow, things of that nature. I love turning tangible ideas into, I love turning intangible items such as an idea and bringing that to life in real world. So
yeah, I think it's a time that you can have fun, and I think it's a time, we also got to live our life too, though. We can't always be in work mode. Work, and we outwork ourselves. And I listened to a podcast. Shout out to Rob Dow this week, and he was saying like, this one guy, he was like, he told his wife like, okay, I'm gonna work for 15 years straight, and on the 16th year, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna retire. We're gonna travel the world. I'm gonna save up these whole 15 years. And she was like, all right, cool, whatever. So year 14 came, and she was like, baby, they had kids or whatever. He was going to work 50, 60 hours a day. And she was like, your 15 year coming up. And he was like, baby, I just need 6 more months. And she was like, you sure? You promised me that? And he was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I just need 6 more months. She's like, all right. That 15 year came, she died.
damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And now he like, this is a true story, y'all. And now he like, man, I'm a lonely old man with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And he like, I can't do nothing with it because I could have really saved that 6 months that I put onto my life working hard. I ain't doing shit with it now. I could have been making memories. I could have been, having fun, enjoying life. But we be so tied and in tune with work mode on the go that we forgot to live a life.
Yeah, man. Again, you gotta have balance, man. It's good to have a system where if you have a partner that can help you out with things of that nature, that's cool. But again, too, you just gotta really listen to your body, listen to the world, listen to your inner thoughts,
right,
and figure it out. Just keep some balance, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with having a little fun though. I really enjoy having fun though, but you also got to take care of your responsibilities. Yeah. You got to know when to cut that shit off.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't even have fun if I know I got rent or something due, a bill. You know what I mean?
The society ain't on that though. You know what I'm saying? Like you are a very responsible person though. Yeah. But that's the reason why we do this, to give y'all pointers and motivation behind the stuff that y'all need to do. I had seen something too, man. This guy said that he'd rather be a stay-at-home dad, bro, rather than go out and work. This is what we came to.
Man, you got a lot of men operating in the feminine, man. That's all that is.
Bro, he really want to be a stay-at-home dad, dog. And the girl was like, she agreed to that because she ain't got to be at home with the kids all day. And I feel like, men really changed the roles in today's society. Like, is this cool now?
Man, and I've seen it, man. Like, you get some people again. If you laid up with a woman that allows that, then hey, what can you expect, bro? Some dudes is just
I'm not being a stay-at-home dad, bro.
nah, not me either.
I can't that I don't even want to stay at home, you know what I'm saying, let alone by myself. Like I got to get out and jug and make something happen. Just feel some type of accomplishment. Like let the women do that.
Yeah, man. And even the women don't want to be at stay at home moms. Maybe the job is to full time take care of the household and the kids, but that don't mean just staying at fucking home all day.
Have the roles reversed?
Yeah, man. This is what happens when you let people wake up one day and they make their own rules here in America, bro. Like you can, it's the land of the free. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like if that's
Still though, man, you gotta have some type of boundaries or something, bro.
it ain't none. Look at how many people can wake up. You can wake up tomorrow, cow, and identify as a fucking cow.
You can. That's a fact.
This is what these are the these are the fucking you got pros and cons to everything, and these is the cons of shit like that.
I think men just need to stay in the manly role though. And it's so many different stipulations to a man nowadays. It's like, you know, do we really have things that we got to go by? Do we stand on our 10 toes as a man anymore?
Shit, I do, man. But again, it just all depends on your core values and beliefs. And a lot of people don't even know what the fuck that means.
Right.
A lot of people just sway in this way and other with the wind, whatever which way it blowing.
It starts within too, though. And it also starts with the people you hang around and how you was brought up. Now, if you was brought up, you know what I'm saying, under men that didn't really understand that for real, then you would get thrown to the wolves.
You know what helped me a lot that structured me early on?
What?
And I recommend it for parents with young children. Get your child in organized sports. That's
a fact.
That's what really lit my like what they call it, like the pilot light in the stove, you know, in the gas stove, that pilot light, that's what really ignited my flame. And it's been going ever since. And even with school, bro, you don't understand that, okay, maybe the curriculum you're learning in the DPS wasn't the best, but it's still teaching you structure.
Some type of structure.
It's structure, and that's what it really is, like getting you ready for in life. Like you need to get up. You can't just stay sleep all day in the bed. You got to go out and be productive, even on days that you don't want to do. So, you know, again, we all get the same 24 hours. It's just how you choose to use it.
Right. So I think that, you know, being productive now, also having something to do behind the scenes, and also as a man, dog, just come on, man. Y'all got to get better with that, bro.
Damn, my bad, North End, bro. We got to get you on the pod, bro. I'm looking at your motherfucking.
Shout out to North End, man. We got you. We got you together, bro.
We gonna get you on, bro. We've been listening. We got so much new equipment, new mics, cameras.
We got you, bro. Trust me.
You seeing people on the show, but it's again, it's practice mode, bro.
Yes, for sure. Are you hip to that Grant Cardone situation?
No, what happened with him?
So basically, it was a white guy. He like a financial. They call him a financial guru. He really now. I never really rocked with him, bro. I feel like he another guy who seen the opening to where you can sell programs, you know what they doing right now. And he got on, you know, the internet last week and was like, basically, he target black rappers and the black community because that's where the money at. And I seen it in the beginning when he first came out, so everybody's surprised now. And it's like, is he wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't see.
They're trying to crucify him for it now, though. But I've been seeing it though.
I mean, why? Again, he identified the market and his customer. What's wrong with that?
But, you know, because he a white man, he identified, you know, basically the black community is where his money at. The rappers, these are the people that he want to go after, or the ones that's gonna pay the money for the coaching and shit like that. Like,
what's wrong with that?
I don't know. It's everybody is saying basically, because, you know, once the white people say something about the black people, you get what I'm saying? Like that demographic is bold already.
My mindset, bro, is always one that I understand the role of being a boss, or let me say, excuse me, that word just blew out. I understand the role as an employer and the role as an employee. I understand how to run a business. I understand how to play my role within one. So again, a lot of people want to cry wolf all day about this, race that, but again, you missing the whole point, and you really could pick up on game if you understood. You know what I'm saying? So I see a savvy businessman. Again, what's wrong with that? We still separating ourselves all the time with this white and black thing. They want us to be this race war so bad. What's wrong with it? And again, people always want to stumble over the truth. They want to crucify it. They want to, just because it's not dressed up all pretty as the lie comes. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Again, I don't take any offense to that. And again, I'm writing them out in my notepad. Shit, they the ones who got the money and who spending the most. Why wouldn't I target a product towards them?
They said he uses street slang to reach people of color.
Again, you identify your market, your target
But
customer,
because he's white, though, they looking at it a lot different, though. But if just think about it, if a black man said the same thing, though, would it have the same reaction? Would it have the same outcome?
I'm not outraged, and I won't pretend to be either, and you shouldn't be either, bro. Like, again, you're looking at the facts of the people that spend money. What's wrong with that? Is that a bad thing that you're known for spending money?
No, I think the way he worded it, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it be. The way you word your delivery, that's what it is. It really throw you off.
I think people just want to be outraged just because
they do. They want something else to talk about.
Just because they got a mouth and they want to be outraged, bro. Unless it's something deliberately saying that, hey, you motherfucking nigger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again,
he almost was on that type of time, though.
I'm not mad at it. It don't move me, bro. I don't. The way the rest of the world of the millions that just run around is. I don't look at the world the way they do, bro.
Right.
They want to be outraged or something instead of picking up on gangs, so you can learn how to do the exact same thing.
Right. So what's up with this Kanye situation, man? He back with Adidas?
Oh yeah. Oh, you thought? Oh
yeah.
Oh, the brand and logo I got on. Oh
yeah.
Oh, you thought you was gonna get off, huh?
They said they lost over 60 million or something like that. Man. You know what I'm saying? So basically, do black people have the bigger percentage in the market right now?
It's just the influence, bro. And again, let's keep it 100. Besides these superstar jogging suits, and
Adidas ain't hitting on nothing, bro.
It ain't, bro.
It ain't. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I was copping these because they were cheaper than the Nike Techs.
Mm-hmm. But they comfortable though.
No, this is actually a good material. You can wash 1,000 times and
sure.
It stays looking new. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good rugged sweatsuit. Tracksuit. But again, it wasn't popping on it just 5 years ago or 5-6 years ago. You wasn't taking the Adidas tracksuit over no Nike Tech.
No, hell no. But the smart people was. You know what I'm saying? But basically, do they need the black people? Basically,
I mean, they just need somebody of influence, period, though. And I don't know what they thought they was.
So what was their purpose of doing that, though?
And again, you got ego and pride. They thought they could put somebody in their place. And again, it ain't even probably Adidas as a whole. It's somebody that's in a certain role.
Yeah.
You know
behind
what
the scenes,
I mean?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And those two, he won this. It was a pissing contest. Who got the bigger?
Yeah.
Who got the bigger sack of nuts on them? That's all that was.
But I feel like as black people, we really got to understand how much influence we have on today's society. To even show what just happened with the Kanye situation shows, like, you know, the world needs us as well, man. They can't write us off like that.
I mean, I don't even like just categorizing as just black people, bro. It's just somebody that's made it good in life. And his brand and what he had going on is just that big, bro. So regardless, it could have been whoever. But the thing is, what they try to do is pull a move, and it didn't work. It backfired on them.
Yeah, but don't try to pull my coat under my tail, you know, when some shit hit the fans.
That's how real world business is.
But that's some bullshit, though. You gonna write me off, and especially because I had a free. He did probably say some bullshit. But I feel like at the end of the day, shit, you gonna really just write me off? Now you need me again? No, y'all about to pay.
Of course, they gonna pay that bread too.
Yeah, y'all gonna pay, man. So that's basically showing y'all, like, you know, have some type of substance, man. Stand on something. You get what I'm saying? Stand on your own 2 feet, man. You know, when you really out here doing your thing and you got something on your back and you know, supporting your own self, like, stand on something, man. Don't just be out here just doing whatever because you think that the next thing gonna pop off. Like, no, man.
I got something I want to touch on with you, my good brother. So we already identified that hookah is a sport for bad bitches only, right? Now, this is something I want to touch on. Redirecting anger, controlling your emotions.
Okay.
How you feel about that, Cal?
Redirecting your anger, you got to have something to redirect it with, though. You get what I'm saying? When you do get angry, a lot of us get angry and get high, smoke. You know, if that's your vice, cool. But we also have to find a way to revert that anger to something positive.
Bingo.
You get what I'm saying? And it's always so easy to get mad.
Listen, and that's where I was leading at, right, bro? People got to stop being so emotionally bothered. So nobody shouldn't be able to say, a complete stranger shouldn't even be able to say, hey, you black asshole.
Yeah, and then you get offended.
You shouldn't be ready to punch me in my face and all that.
That take a lot of work, though.
You supposed to be able to be like,
all right, yeah, have a good day. That take a lot of work, though, a lot of discipline, too.
And people don't understand, when you learn how to control your emotions and stop being moved so easily, just how you said people are outraged with this Grant Cardone, shit like that will roll right over your shoulder, bro.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, though? This is going to wash down the road in a minute. You know what I'm saying? They just want something to, they want to have something to say at all times.
And now, okay, now I'm going to touch on this as black people. All these brands keep doing these little moves and stuff like that, like the Balenciaga, Child, Goofy stuff, blackface, and all these things. That's because we keep giving energy to it. We keep letting it move us.
Right.
Why? What do we get out of that? I guarantee it's just like the saying, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, does it actually happen?
That's a good analogy.
Exactly the same thing. So be more emotionally stable. Breathe. Take a couple of minutes before you respond. I seen an interview with Drake, and he said, when he gets to that point of being angry and mad, he said his mom gave him a 3-day rule.
I heard that, yeah.
She said, that same thing that's making you so mad or angry, give it 3 days and see how it affects you on that third day. I guarantee you don't feel the same and you won't care.
I think we all need to incorporate that in our life, because that is an amazing analogy to even incorporate in your life. You get what I'm saying? What are ways that you revert your anger?
I take it out on my grind, bro. And I be consciously making a right effort. If something pisses me off, or you know what, I'm about to take this out on my grind. I'm about to get more money. I'm about to go to the pod today and drop 40 and 30. You know what I'm saying? I know how to redirect it and put it in my grind. Or it's a good thing to do, go take it out at the gym. You know, go beat
that's what I do. Yep.
Go beat the punching bag up. Go hit the weights hard. Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And that's turning a negative into a positive.
And me, I'm of course I'm on the spiritual side. You can pray about it.
Pray
you know what
about
I'm saying?
it. Yep.
Talk to God about it. You know what I'm saying? I understand everybody ain't spiritual, but you can also talk to other people about your anger, because sometimes we be mad at the smallest shit.
You know what I do, bro? I will tell a complete stranger my whole life, and that would be one of the best ways to get stuff off your chest.
That's a good idea, bro.
Because a complete stranger doesn't know you.
And they can't judge you.
They don't have nobody to go tell your business to. I talk to complete strangers about the most personal shit, and guess what? They don't judge you. They don't care. It's a real ear to listen to. You know what I'm saying? People perfect at that. Your social media friends, you got people, your followers that you've never met, but y'all been following each other for so long.
Mm-hmm. You down there developed a relationship.
They the best people to talk to about shit like that, bro.
And that's a good idea, man, because sometimes you need to vent not to the people you know. You know what I'm saying? Because then they can later on bring it back up, and you know how we are. Yeah. They'll bring some shit up from 3 years, like, you did this? No, don't judge me. But that's the reason why we need therapists, you know what I'm saying, in the community now. And that's the reason why we need to talk to outside people so we can get that outside conversation from different type of people.
Yep, get a different perspective, man, on how you should move. And again, it can just feel like a weight lifted off your back or chest.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to a complete stranger, bro. Like you said, my mans came up to you to park that one time.
Yeah, out the blue. You know what I'm saying? We had a crazy conversation. Yep. And I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Because also I can also almost relate to what you going through. Yep. And you never know. You know, we all going through something behind the scenes.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, I try to revert my anger. If I do, I don't really get angry that much, but I do find myself getting angry over a little shit. Like this week, man, I ordered some merch and it didn't come. They said it got lost in the mail or some crazy shit, bro. Swear, bro, I was pissed. Bro, I just had to go to sleep. That's what I did do. Yeah. I just went to sleep because I found myself getting so mad, bro. Like, damn, but I also got to stop thinking that everything is going to happen when I want it to happen. Yep. Certain things don't happen when you want it to happen. It happened on the right time. And sometimes you just got to sit back and relax because it might not happen on that time for a reason.
That's what I say to myself now. When stuff go left or don't work out, I say, you know what? It's already written and it's happening for a reason. And I learned how to relax like that, bro.
Right, yeah. But
I didn't got to the point where I've been through a lot of situations. Haven't been through everything, but I've been in enough tough spots that I know I'm going to make it through.
right. But like you said, it take a lot of preparation, it take a lot of discipline, and it take a lot of energy too to revert that positive energy, because shit, that shit ain't easy, bro.
And two, and it's another one for y'all too. Revert that sexual energy. So when you're lusting after that fine woman with those voluptuous breasts and those nice ass cheeks, instead of pulling up Pornhub and beating your meat, take that energy, channel that, and put that into your grind as well.
It's easier said than done, though, bro.
But you know what? That I can't remember which book that is, but it's written in a lot of books. That's like the reason why the big time businessman has the beautiful woman working as a secretary. It's not for him to be having sex with her on a lunch break. It's for him to come in on his best, looking his best, staying up to par, and then when he does lust after her or whatever, instead of acting on it with her, he acts on it on his grind.
Y'all heard of that before though. But it's also, they say it take away your masculinity too, watching Pornhub and hitting your shit. Like it really take a lot of I forgot what it's called, but it take
testosterone.
Yeah, testosterone away. And I didn't really believe it though. I used to be thinking like, man, these niggas just getting on podcasts, just saying anything. So I really researched it. Like, yeah, that shit true.
That's why they don't want boxers to have sex before they fight.
And that's what it said too. Yeah. Yep. They don't want them to be around no girls, none of that.
Think about it. Once you release, once you ejaculate, guess what?
You ready to go to sleep?
You done.
Yeah, I'm through. Yeah.
So again, that it makes sense, don't it?
No, it make a lot of sense, but it's also harder too, though. It's a mental thing. You really got to be mentally ready to do that, because we be so quick to, if we get mad or, if we just get horny or however.
All up that thing, that toxic thing that you know you're supposed to have been left alone, but you want to go ahead and get that wet, huh?
And knock it off. But like I said, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And a lot of men need to just try it. I feel like try it 1 month, bro, and see what happens. I guarantee you it's going to be a positive outcome. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I've tried it, and I know that it's a positive outcome. I did a no sex thing for like 30 days, bro. And when I was getting up, I was feeling better. Like my skin was clear. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't on the gram. I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't on no social. That's where it come from, though. I had seen this. Man,
There's so many.
I seen this fat girl, bro, and I was like, dog, I'd tear this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Janet Jackson getting a little fat.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, but I understood, like, okay, Calvin, you really got to stay in tune with your mind. You get what I'm saying? It's a mental thing. It's definitely a mental thing. But
yeah,
before we get out of here, man, what's something that don't nobody know about you, bro?
About me?
Yeah, what's something that don't nobody know about you, bro?
What the world don't know about Young Poe, man.
Give them something that they don't know about you, bro.
My name is Gerald, and it's spelled with a J, not a G.
Man, they need something saucy, bro. Give them something saucy.
A lot of people don't know that, bro. What else don't the world know about me? I'm an introvert, bro.
You are, though.
As easy as it seems for me to get up here and talk real life with you, my G, I really stay to myself. I'm really like a person that
you don't hang with nobody either, bro.
Nah, if you ain't got business with me, I'm real life a ghost. You won't run into me. You won't see me, none of that. And that's the key to me surviving and staying out the way of nonsense and, just avoiding the nonsense, the dumb shit, bro. I'm a homebody for real, for real. But what else don't the world know about me, bro? Shit. What don't they know about me, man? I don't know, man.
You were really an introvert, though. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people don't know that for real, though.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, though? I enjoy being social around the right circumstances.
A lot of social with people, yeah.
I don't like being around, like, when most people can just go to the bar. I like being in clubs and stuff like that. They give me anxiety. I don't want to do that, but let's just say it's a round table about some money, putting together some plays or something, then I'm all in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm a real alpha male. Like, put me in a room with other alpha men, and I'm going to be the alpha of the alphas, bro. And I don't say that. I say that humbly speaking, not because I'm just this scary figure or anything like that, but I'm a natural leader,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I do. I don't have a hard time or taking charge and things in that aspect. So other than that, shit, I'm laid back, man.
You are, man. You are. Something about me that a lot of people don't think, dog. I really thought I was gonna fail at this podcast shit, bro.
What? Why?
I really thought I was gonna fail at it, bro.
Man, look at you now, bro.
No, for sure. But that's the reason why I got to this last segment, because I'm damn near a walking testimony, bro. And
That's a fact.
it's a lot of shit that I can really sit on here and tell y'all about for real. But I really thought I was gonna fail at this podcast stuff, bro, because I was comparing myself. I was, staring at the views. I was staring at all the wrong stuff. And I was really contemplating, like, bro, what if this don't, go up like it's supposed to? Or what if a lot of people don't rock with me? Or what if, I really invest all this money and this time, and then I really don't reap the benefits? But we got to stop trying to get that temporary fulfillment.
That's that self-doubt, man, creeping in, and that's one of the hardest things to do, to get out of your own head, remove self-doubt, bro. That's another thing why with them affirmations, bro, that's why I feed my subconscious, bro. So when I get those type of thoughts and stuff, I fight back in my own head. It might sound crazy, bro, but I fight back, say,
No, you got to.
Nope.
That's a fact.
I'm going to do it good. It's going to happen. This, that, and the third. I'll make it a conscious effort to remove self-doubt.
Yeah, every day I was fighting fear, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
Calvin, you may not pop off right now, but eventually you're going to pop off.
You know what's crazy? This is what they don't know about me, bro. I am really kind of like terrified of the internet, bro. Like, even though, like, when I just boosted that paid promotion on the ground, bro, I be terrified of all that, bro. But I done got used to being uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you got to, though.
Because like you said, I'm so laid back. I'm an introvert. It really gives me anxiety, bro, when I post on the internet and leave shit up. That's why I delete everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you
I noticed that. Yeah, no, I noticed that.
I delete
Yeah, you
everything, bro. That be me in my own head. You see me post some shit, then it's gone. You like, damn, anxiety that got to him. But it's not that. It's I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ran from doing this for a long time because anything dealing in the public, it comes with a lot, bro.
It definitely do.
I've experienced stardom as a kid. I didn't. My dad was a pretty boy that was very known for being a superstar playing sports early. So I kid you not, Cal, I could not go nowhere with my dad without people running up to this man and just losing their shit. Like, and I'm talking about not just average Joes. I'm talking about top dogs would drop everything they doing and come over and talk to this man. So I know what stardom felt like. I grew up playing ball, people following me my whole life. And it comes with so much responsibility that I didn't want. I had it already. So I'm not thirsty for the attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people would kill to have the attention that I get without doing nothing. So I ran away from this for a long time. But, I finally said, go ahead and embrace it. When you asked me to come on, we sat down. I said, you know what? It's time now.
Right.
It felt right.
You really got to fight it, though. You know what I'm saying? The inside of you, for real, because it's a daily thing that we go through, that not only, with fear, but with judging yourself, with failure, with making it seem like you're not going to make it, when you damn near know and behind, in your mind that you going to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was a time where I had to really sit down, like, Calvin, like, just chill, relax. Like, if you put your time, your energy, your effort into it, whatever it is, if it's the podcast thing, if it's with life, period, like, the results are going to show. You get what I'm saying? It was for you. It's for you. Can't nobody get in the way of that. Can't nobody block your blessings. But you have to put in the work and grind to receive those blessings behind it. Because if you don't, you just doing it for no purpose.
Man, I finally understood why the man above. I would just ask myself, like, why, Lord? Why my shit just gotta be that much harder than everybody else's, bro? But sometimes the man above, he sends you. Sometimes he sends you the witness, and other times you are the witness. And in my case, I am the witness, and I had to go through these things in life to be able to share my testimony right here today.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. So, I appreciate that, man, for sharing that part of you that people don't know. And I think that, you know, that's why people gravitate towards us. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It ain't always the glitz and the glamour of it. We also share the reality of life and the
Yeah.
realness of life. And we are two men who've been through a lot of ups and downs in life. You
That's
get what
a
I'm saying?
fact.
And people can relate to that. So that's why we appreciate y'all so much for joining the Stab Lab podcast. We are growing because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we also come to do what we love to do. And every
Yep.
Saturday, so you stay tuned to another episode of the Stab Lab podcast, man.
Yep.